All right.
Wash your hands. Take them there.
Marty, you want to lead us in invocation
Sure.
today?
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this evening and this time together and discuss city business. Lord, we pray that you just lead and guide us. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Samantha, will you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we'll go ahead and convene our meeting. We'll start with roll call. Misty Cottle.
Here.
Jeff Upton. Here. Jan Throgmorton. Marty Lindaberry.
Here.
John Collins. Here. Dina McKnight.
Here.
Don Rollins.
Here.
Jimmy Conda.
Here.
Our city attorney and city clerk are both present. First item on the agenda is the adoption of the agenda. Anyone have any things they'd like to add to the agenda? Or a motion they might want to present?
Motion to accept the agenda as proposed.
Second. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Those opposed, no. That motion carries. Next is the approval of our meeting minutes from January 9th. Are there any additions, subtractions, or motions concerning that?
Make a motion we accept the minutes as mailed.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from January 9th. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Those opposed, no. That motion carries. Next is our public forum. If anyone would like to address the council, we ask that you please keep your comments to 2 minutes and keep your comments addressed to the council. Would anybody like to address us tonight? No? All right, close the public forum and move into our business reports. First up is the planning commission. Walter?
Good evening. So since our last business report, we've had 3 meetings, 2 special meetings and our regular planning commission meeting. We didn't have anything for an agenda. Our speaker canceled at our planning commission meeting, but we have another one coming this week. Yes, so 2 days. On Thursday, we got a speaker coming from Buffalo Watershed, I think. I'd have to go back and look, but looking at stormwater and keeping water clean and all of that. So what kind of best practices we might put into place, something like that. But otherwise, we are moving right along with the update to the Title 14 zoning code, and we're coming close to the final review of it. Good news, we've also got a sign ordinance in it, so that'll be a part of it also. But yeah, we're getting close to that, and pretty soon going to be ready to present to the public. And so, yeah. Any questions?
No questions for Walter? No? So I read the ordinance last night, cover
Yes.
to cover.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah, fascinating read.
It is, there's a lot in there.
There is.
A lot more than what we had.
I'm looking forward to it. Okay.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
sir. Next is the court report. Tracy?
Okay. On my disbursements, we are up 15,000 from last month, and we're up 13,000 from this time last year. Okay, we've just been doing the same things. We're working on scanning, just trying to catch up. We're going through some reports and trying to clean some things up. We're working with the police department to get some old warrants taken care of, and they're discussing doing another amnesty day for warrants. So we've had some interest in that, of course. So, but I'd like to handle it a little different than we did last time, but it'll be under discussion with the judge.
Cool. Any questions for Tracy? No?
Okay.
Thanks. Next, the library report. Marie.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, so you may have seen pictures of the mayor holding a sign online of an award that West Fork got in conjunction with the Master Gardeners. The library also has one setting up that I forgot to bring tonight for our collaboration with them for education, and we really appreciate people like Liz who have been spending a lot of time helping out at the library, especially with the teens. We're really excited by our numbers this month. I was comparing them to last year this month, And as you can see, we did do a lot of increase. I don't know if that's going to hold throughout every month of the year, but we are really excited about it. We are really excited also to continue to collaborate with the Master Gardeners and Master Naturalists this year. They're doing a butterfly club with the teens. Upcoming, we also have a program also by Eric Fusilier, and he was here last year. We had a really great turnout, and this year he's going to be talking about native plants and stormwater and how native plants can be used to improve the quality of stormwater getting passed back into the ground. So we're really excited about that. That's going to be on Saturday the 24th at 10 a.m. We've also started doing a program for tweens. So this month on the 23rd, we're having Nancy Starr, who's been doing our homesteading program, come, and she's going to be teaching the tweens how to crochet. So we're pretty excited about the rest of this month too.
Any questions for Marie?
So I've seen that you lost your helper. Do you have any prospects?
Yeah, we're interviewing. We have a couple of people that we really enjoyed talking to that we think could be good. So we're just kind of following up right now. So, yeah.
Anything else? No? Thank you, Marie. And I like the new summary that you give us.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's nice. Next, Police Department, Chief Halliburton.
I take my glasses off so I can see. We had 106 calls for service, and we had 359 self-initiated calls, which throws out to 465 total calls for service, which is down about 75 calls from this time last month. We did 217 traffic stops, wrote 30 citations off of those. Served 47 warrants, had 3 felony arrests and 2 misdemeanor arrests in the last month. That's it for the statistics from last month. I want to, if I can, take this time to say thank you to Sergeant Goggins and Officer Pitts for the very good live stream service they did for the city on social media, on Facebook during the snowstorm. And I really appreciate their efforts. And just to let everyone know, we have Officer Pitts is currently in K-9 school, and so we'll be getting a K-9 hopefully here in the next couple of months. And so up and trained, ready to go.
Cool. Any questions for Chief Halliburton? No? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I will say that my wife is, the new way to check the roads in the morning is, well, if Goggins hasn't been out reporting on it, they must be safe to drive. Next, Public Works, Isaac.
Not just a whole lot. We did survive the cold temperatures with everybody dripping their faucets. We had several people freeze and bust. There was a day or two where we were doing pumping about as much water down here as we could do. We were struggling to keep the tanks full. We used the Badger meters to help find that. I logged in on a Saturday from the house and found like 30 that were using way too much water, and drove around and shut a bunch off. So, and we are just now, I think Monday we were back to like 160,000. We've been up over 200 for that entire stretch. So, we have started White Street, got tied into the manhole and started this way. We've had some dump truck issues. I've got one that's up there getting the transmission worked on. One has got the bed frame bent from when they dumped, and it sank into a hole and kind of tipped over. So tomorrow we have a rental dump truck coming, so we can keep moving forward, so. And as far as Smith Street, they should be wrapping up. He thought, well, I think the rain and snow kind of messed him up, but I think this week they will be wrapped up and ready to final that. They've got they were supposed to put street signs in, the wrong ones came in. The electrical's going in out there for street lights. Half of it's Ozarks, half of it's SWEPCO, just like Hidden Creek. So Ozarks is putting their part in. SWEPCO hadn't done their part yet, so it's going to be kind of weird. But they should be finishing up with the pads and getting that ready to do their final plat so they can start building. The owner was down here the other day. I think they're chomping at the bit. So
To get started.
So they're kind of pushing them to get done. That's all I have. If y'all have any questions, Nick's gonna jump up here and give y'all a homestead update on how that's moving forward.
Thanks for patching some of the rough places.
Yeah, we had a few down there, especially theirs where they tied in their water right there at Smith. It was rough, and we kept putting premix in and just kept getting beat out of there. So they come back and paved it, and they actually paved our street cut right there next to it. So the Skates bunch has been a pretty good group to work with. So yeah, they can jump up here and give you a homestead update.
Oh yeah, I'll be quick. Good evening. Yeah, I dropped off a little update on y'all's, for y'all there. Sorry for not making it in the packet. I was trying to get it current because we're moving really fast on some final things. I want to have the latest and greatest where we are. But as far as just an overall update, we've been working with the funding agency. Finally got us set up with their online system that they implemented a few months ago. We haven't gotten a whole lot of paperwork from them. They've acknowledged it, and they're not going to let that get in the way of us moving forward. But we have, we're waiting on them for final approval for us to bid right now. I've submitted some stuff to them a couple weeks ago and been poking and reminding. So we're very close. The health department's approved our plans. We're still lacking some access to some of the properties out there, but it's not holding us up, which is the good news. We're able to move forward with our design, and then some easements, right of entry easements. The state did say we didn't have to have all those in hand to move forward with the project. We'll need them by the end, but they're saying it's not going to hold up building the project. But the focus this week is getting the state approval, and then we've got 2 easements that we've got to secure and do a clear site certificate on. So we got one owner to sign last week. We're having to do a little adder to that that ties into the other owner that we're doing final negotiations on. So plan to have those in hand by Thursday. Kind of pushing it to the wire, but good news, we got a categorical exclusion on the project issued. They went ahead and pushed that out, so we're clear environmentally. So the schedule, if the state will give us the approvals we've been asking for, we're going to advertise the project for bids this weekend and the following weekend. Open bids the day before the next council meeting, so we're going to give them as much time as we can and bring it to council next month for a recommendation. And then we'll have to push that to the funding agency to allow them to concur. And that's all driven by this ARPA money. If y'all remember, half of the money for this project is coming from ARPA. There's like $1.12 million. So they had their March 31st deadline. So we have to have bids opened and a contract ready to award by that date for that money to become available. And then we'll start the closing process on the loan and the principal forgiveness after that. And as long as we close before July 1st, you get that 1.75% rate on what you have to borrow. But anyways, it's moving quick. We knew it would be a quick project, and we're pushing it down to the wire like a lot of others are, but I think we're going to get there. But have you got any questions?
No.
So the hope is to be here a month from now with with some bids
For sure.
and a low bidder to recommend for award. We're also going to be reaching out to contractors and making sure that we get bids and good bids on this project, because everybody's getting really busy right now. A lot of work, a lot of this ARPA work is coming out at the same time, so we're already targeting several contractors and saying, please take a good look at this job.
Good. Great.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you, Nick. So I was going to point out that the sewer numbers look really good this month.
Yes, they do.
As Isaac pointed out, water loss was up, but we know why that's there, but sewer numbers did look good. Next, Parks Director Harrison.
So I was able to get some minutes in your packet this month. Parks Committee finally got a meeting in. But I did want to give a few updates on some of that stuff that's in the minutes, as well as point a few things out. So we did get our new scoreboards in. They're gonna be really nice. If the weather holds, we should get those installed within the next week. So they'll be up and running. High school games start down there in 2 weeks. So we should have them up and running before our first high school game. The restrooms, I still don't have a date when they're gonna be here, but we've been working on getting the pad. Isaac and his guys helped get utilities there. We're gonna work on getting the pad and everything ready, so when they are ready, we'll be ready. We do have a stage now. We finally settled on the stage that we wanted to get, and so we've purchased a portable outdoor stage, and it was delivered this late last week. And so we're gonna work on a way to, I'm thinking about we want a way to store it when it's not in use, so I'm looking at some like a box trailer that we can just keep it in, pull it to whatever park or area of the city that we need it in, and then it'll, service for storage as well when we're not using it. It is a fully outdoor, it can be left out, and there may be times that we leave it out for 3 or 4 months if it's gonna be used, but it's here, it's ready, we'll be ready for any of the events coming up, and then we'll start looking at having events. Once we get bathrooms and electric and stuff in power in the place we wanna use it the most. We did have a Parks Committee member that has resigned. He's no longer living or working in the West Fork area, so he did resign. I did give him the exit interview questionnaire and ask him to fill it out. He told me he would, but I do not have it back yet. So if I get that back, I'll pass that information on. We're in the middle of baseball signups, and it's going pretty well. Slow. It always starts off slow. I think being able to register and pay online is speeding up, and we probably have better numbers than we would be normally. So I think that is helping. People seem to enjoy the convenience of that. And then we did set a date for our July 4th event. It will be on July 3rd this year, which is a Wednesday. And we did make the final decision to not do the food, to give away the free food this year. We are going to try to invite and get some food trucks in place. We're still working on how that's going to look, but I think that will help in a lot of ways, but especially help with the amount of volunteers that we may not need and can use in other areas. I've talked to the local churches that always help us out, especially in volunteering and working inflatables and different things, and they're on board with canceling their service and being involved in our event, even though it's on a Wednesday. So, and I think that's about it.
Any questions for Chad? Quiet council on that.
And the teams did practice on the field today, Misty, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
She didn't think they would.
I know.
So Chad, I was going to tell you, I was talking to a guy the other day. They came down, they were coming through the area, stopped at the parks, walked around Riverside, checking it out, killing time. But he said that was the cleanest park bathrooms they had ever seen. So his wife had to use the restroom, and she was just amazed. She was dreading it, you know, but
Yeah.
come out singing their praises. So
I've been real happy with how well they've held up and how low maintenance they are for cleaning. It's
Good.
been- I've been happy about that.
cool.
It wasn't even bad. I mean, over the summer, it was obviously worse, but we had to clean more frequently, but there's still, so far, we hadn't had any big,
Yeah.
major issues. And the building itself is taking their abuse pretty well, so.
Yeah. All right. Chief Myers, you got a fire report for us?
He's not had to call us with a fire truck down there to clean them yet, so that's good.
At least we
busy.
have that at our disposal.
That's right.
That's true, right? Busy month for January, 85 calls, which is just short of what we had the busiest month of all last year. So the cold was brutal to us. We actually even had to house a couple people for a few hours. They got run off the interstate. February is turning out to be pretty chaotic as well. But did finally get to have our meetings back again. First time we've had any meetings since November. So been awesome to get back in touch with everybody. Just trying to line out our new training schedule for the year. We do have 7 or 8 new people that we're getting on the fire department, which is awesome. We've not had a new class that big in a while. So we get them going through all their stuff. Only other thing is we possibly get a new fire station put in Greenland, I hope. Got a very large subdivision going in up there, and the gentleman has agreed to donate the land for the station. I think he's actually gonna build the building, so that'd be awesome. So hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed that goes through. Gets us away from the school, all that traffic, gives the city a chance to grow a little bit down there too. So, and that's all I got.
Any questions for Chief Myers? No? Thank you, sir. Christie, come up here and tell us something interesting that wakes this council up.
The sewer made money.
It's January, so I don't have a lot of comparisons. We have 2.6 million in our bank balances, and we did come in the first month 103,000 under budget. City sales tax dropped from what it was in January last year, 2% for the city, and from the county tax increased by 6%. I don't know that either one of those are very good indications of what the year's gonna bring, but, and then you guys have already commented on the water report. The water loss was at 32%. We did come in 41,000 under budget, for the water department's budget last month. And our sewer looked really good. Other than that, I think you guys have gotten all the emails that the audits are completely caught up. So they are not behind. We are off legislative audits, bad list.
No road trips.
Everybody's happy, no road trips to Little Rock.
Not to Little Rock.
Right, exactly.
Not gonna get the invitation again,
Yeah, that auditor is supposed to be getting me hard copies of all the audits and, also a contract for the next, round of audits that we'll have due. We aren't in any huge hurry to do those, like we have till June of next year to get 23s done, so. But I assume that those will be done sometime this year. The only other thing I have is I've been working, to get a interest rate bid request letter out this week, so we're gonna do that for all of our, checking accounts. And I've also talked to Heath. There's a couple of accounts that have pretty large surpluses that we're just using as savings accounts, that I'm gonna look into transferring some of that money into CDs just so we can get an even higher rate on those. The money wouldn't be impossible to get if we ever had an emergency and had to have it, but get some higher interest rates on those. The only other thing that I thought of while Walter was talking, we did actually get the preliminary plat, for, the property
Smith
over, yes.
No, not Smith.
Oh, yeah,
Behind the Church of Christ.
yes.
We got that, submitted this week, so we'll get that to the engineers. It'll be on your March,
Okay.
agenda, cause they had to give us 30 days to make sure we could get all the review done. They basically have submitted the same
Okay.
one that was already approved with just a couple little tweaks, so I don't foresee it being any big issues, but that was submitted this week.
Okay.
Any questions for Christie? No? Okay, thank you, Christie. So next item on the agenda is something new for us, a procedural motion. We don't have any need for this tonight, but in future, this is there so that if we're passing an ordinance and we want to read those ordinances by title only, we can put them all under this and pass that at one time instead of having to go through that procedure multiple times over and over again. Next is old business. We have no old business. Item D is new business. We have a library board appointment. The library board is starting to see some terms come to an end. And so they had a board member who termed out. The library board has met and they took applicants to replace the board member who was leaving. And they have recommended that we put Bonnie Stint on the library board, and I concur with that. I don't know if that's even something, do we vote on that?
You make the recommendation, so will ask Tom.
You can ask an all in favor.
Do we have all in favor of placing Bonnie Stint on the library board?
She's in favor. Yeah.
Yes, okay. Bonnie, they concur. The next item on the agenda is John Collins' favorite item every year.
That's it, to adjourn? We get to listen to the mayor. Drink your water.
Did you see how many pages this was?
I did.
So each year, the city is required to provide a state of the city. It's basically a review of last year. What did we accomplish? And so I think we have to present this by the May meeting. And we're ahead of the stated target there. So we have it for the February meeting. So everyone buckle up. State of the City of West Fork. West Fork completed many of our stated goals set for 2023, and I'm encouraged by the momentum we are carrying into 2024. Throughout 2023, we continued to see more citizen involvement with city projects and planning. Our team of employees have remained dedicated not only to their respective departments, but also to the city as a whole. The city could not have asked for a more dedicated group of employees who were committed to staying safe while also thriving to better our city functions. From the Treasurer's Office, the report for our Treasury Office, Continued Diligence with City Funds, highlights various changes within the city throughout the year. Cash bank balances experienced a decrease of $108,000 and some change, while the Water Department saw an increase of $162,000. The city and Water Departments concluded the year below their projected budgets by $263,500 and $146,000 and change respectively. City sales tax showed a significant 9.2% increase compared to 2022, while county sales tax rose by 5.45% from the previous year. The city also reported a total of 50 active business licenses, making a rise of 5 from 2022. Additionally, 18 building permits and 29 HVAC plumbing permits were issued. The Parks Department has maintained efficient operation and care of our parks facilities, programs, and events in 2023, including our youth sports program and our annual Independence Day celebration, which was our largest event yet, with an estimation of over 4,000 people attending. The department, with assistance from Parks Committee and other city departments, has been able to maintain, upgrade, improve our park system throughout the year. 2023 saw numerous upgrades to Carter Park facilities, including the completion of a soft surface trail running through the disc golf course, resurfacing and new fencing for the tennis and basketball courts, relocating 2 small pavilions along the trail system at Carter Park to better serve our walkers and disc golfers, increasing the size of the gravel parking lot, widening the gravel lot's driveway, and building 3 new bullpen warm-up areas for the ball fields. In addition to this, we saw tremendous activity at the Carter Disc Golf Course with over 2,300 rounds played by 500 unique players. making the list of the top 5 most played courses in Northwest Arkansas. We also purchased 2 new scoreboards, and a new restroom facility were purchased in 2023 and will be installed in 2024. Advertisement spots were sold that completely paid for the 2 scoreboards. The Parks Department oversaw the duties of West Fork's Tree City program and gained Tree City USA recognition for the 8th year. We worked with other city departments and committees on many projects, events, programs, and improvements to our city. Our greatest accomplishment in 2023 was bringing restrooms to Riverside Park. This enhanced our park system tremendously and made our city even more enjoyable for our citizens and park visitors. The police department in 2023 had been a very productive year for the police department. The following is a summary of the accomplishments of the police department and our goals for '24. The department hired Bruce Halliburton as our new West Fork Police Chief. Officer Beck completed his training at the Arkansas Law Enforcement Academy in April in the field training program. The department's fully staffed with 4 part-time officers and several auxiliary officers. The department staff completed over 1,600 man-hours of training. Administrative assistant changed to specialized administrative officer. Year-to-date calls for service, 4,302. The department issued 1,672 citations, with the top 3 speeding, expired tags, and no insurance. The department issued 1,258 warnings, the top 3 speeding, expired tags, and equipment-related violations. The department issued 27 charges related to drunk driving. SRO contract, Sergeant Goggins, to remain the SRO at the West Fork schools was renewed. Washington County upgraded the AWIN radio system, and we were given new handheld radios in the car and car radios. Participated in the City of Lights Parade, West Fork Parade, Trunk or Treat. Secured a $50,000 STEP grant for seatbelt and DWI extra traffic patrols. Shop with a Cop was able to provide Christmas presents to 22 local children. Goals for next year: complete and update SOPs for the department, start the process of Arkansas State certification, rebrand the department uniforms for consistency, and hold a Citizens Police Academy for the public. Public Works. The street department was able to repair and pave Hayes Street this year, as well as complete the sidewalk along Main Street to Riverside Park. The department also managed the new parking lot project for the library. The Water and Sewer Departments replaced 300 feet of 8-inch sewer on Wheeler Avenue, as well as major sewer repairs along Phillips Avenue. The Water Department purchased new SCADA equipment for the pump and tank sites after the old system had failed. The department joined with Garber Engineering and purchased GPS equipment to collect water and sewer points to help establish a new mapping system that, once complete, will be accessible online. The department spent much of '23 monitoring a new gas main that was installed on the south end of town, along with a new fiber optic phone system being installed throughout town. The department also monitored water and sewer main extensions for the new Rolling Plains subdivision on Smith Street, which will bring 28 new water and sewer connections. The library had an exciting year. The new library director is former youth coordinator Marie Parks. She has been at the library for almost 5 years and is excited to serve the library in this new role. The West Fork Library issued 185 new library cards and had 33,190 materials checked out in 2023. Our building has a new parking lot that is both beautiful and ecologically friendly. Under the leadership of our former director, Blair Hollander, the library received a grant from the Beaver Watershed Alliance to build a water-permeable parking lot. Master gardener Brandy Malloy has been working on the landscape design for native plants in the parking lot bioswale. The master naturalists are donating the plants for the bioswale in the spring. We've had amazing volunteers come and do programs this year, including Nancy Starr, Homesteading Series, Eileen Wilson, Teen Cell Phone Photography Series, and Mayor Cottle, myself, Teen Finance Program. We collaborated with the museum, the Amazium, and the Theater Squared for some fun summer reading programs, and we are excited to continue to partner with the community in the coming year. The fire department. It's a good one, John. It's short.
Shortest one yet.
2023 has been another wonderful year for the West Fork Fire Department. Our call volume has remained in the upper 900s for the year, and our responses to those calls have remained consistent as well. The county completed installation of the AWIN radio system and placed it into service. It is working well. We were able to outfit all personnel and vehicles with the updated radios without having to use West Fork sales tax money. We also ordered a new tank truck this year to be completed in 2024, which will be a huge benefit to us as it will allow more volunteers to drive the vehicle. We were also able to have 3 more volunteers get certified as Instructor 1 to help with the training side of our department. 2024 should be another wonderful year for us, and I cannot wait to see the changes we make to better serve our community. The court. Court implemented some new security measures with tinted glass on the doors and windows, the addition of a metal detector, and reinstallation of our access control system. Police Secretary Ellie Denton is now a special officer and can help with bailiff duties as needed. Plus, we have a regular bailiff for most of our court dates, so one can help with the judge's safety or serve warrants while one is running visitors through the metal detector. We were also able to get all our stored court documents out of paid storage and are in the process of making sure everything is scanned and ready to be added to the destroy order. In addition, we are implementing an electric backup system that gives us an off-campus option if disaster should strike. Court clerks attended multiple training sessions throughout the year and continue to build relationships with the courts in Washington County. Chief Clerk Tracy Rebke completed her 2nd year of court management program and should complete the 3rd and final year this summer. The court worked 3,700 city cases, 1,235 county cases, and over 3,000 state cases. 70 civil cases were filed in our court in 23. There were 667 warrants issued, 474 were failed to appear, and 181 were failure to pay, with 12 affidavits. 212 were recalled and 595 were served. 88 of the recalled warrants were city warrants and 349 were city warrants. In conclusion, as you can see, 2023 was a very productive year for the city of West Fork. Our revenues increased at a greater rate than our expenses. We added new homes, and each department was successful in obtaining many of their stated goals for 23. With the success and achievements gained in 23, I am encouraged and excited with the vision and goals set forth in the coming year. I know that's long, but it's long. It being long is a good thing. That means we did a lot of stuff in the little city of West Fork. There were a lot of things accomplished, a lot of projects started, a lot of progress, I think is the best way to put it. So it's always a chore to read that. It's an even bigger chore for John to listen to me read that. But to me,
But it gets done.
it's a powerful statement for the city. So that concludes new business. Other business. Does anyone on the council have any other business? No? So one little piece that I'll bring up just briefly is I think everyone's been made aware of the February 27th court date for the trial with Mr. Fryer. That is a date as we currently sit here, all of us have to attend. Okay, so Christy will be getting some updates on scheduling and times for that, I'm sure, and she'll pass those along as we get closer to that actual date.
And we're working on it so that maybe not everybody has to appear, but just the mayor and maybe the mayor. If he wants Christy.
With the mayor? That would be wonderful.
Christy, you want to spend all day up there?
So I'm told that some of these can go into the evening. So really looking forward to spending that much time with all of you if Tom is unsuccessful at getting you out of it.
I think it's a 90-10 case. 90% covered by the.
You probably have one that won't make it.
They don't need to have.
Well, I say that, and I was gonna say this at the end, but if you all would, think about me, Thursday, be in prayer. I have a triple bypass.
Oh, wow.
Thursday, so.
That's this Thursday?
I probably won't be up and around enough to go
Well, for at
to
least 3 or 4 hours, probably.
something like that.
That's this Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday morning there.
They're gonna have you ride the
So
bike.
it's all good. It'll be,
They'll make you get up at 12.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So everyone be aware of that. Christie will get us some more information.
Is it still 9 o'clock? Is that what it was, 9 o'clock?
To my knowledge, it's at 9 o'clock when it
That's what I
starts,
thought
at
you
the
said.
federal courthouse.
Yeah.
So, Tom will continue to work on that. And finally, mayor's comments. So we have some excitement to announce. Marie may have forgot her plaque, but the mayor didn't forget his. So we did get a nice plaque presented to us at the Master Gardeners benefit that they had the other night, their award ceremony. That was nice of them. So this is the Organization Friend Award. So it was awarded to the city for our cooperation and involvement with the Master Gardeners organization. So we won that as a city. The Master Gardeners also received an award, the Excellence in Education Award. And I think Liz Hale would probably like to come up and say a little something about that. And while she's doing so, I would like to point out an award that Liz Hale received. So I think you got an award for this. There was so much excitement that it was hard for me to focus, but I did catch on the slideshow the number of hours from each volunteer. And Liz Hale had 590 hours for the Master Gardeners. And I want to say that, like, on average, close to Liz, they were putting in, like, a big amount was 350. So not only did she put in 590 hours at the Master Gardeners, she's the president of the Master Gardeners Association, been volunteering at the library. Liz, thank you.
But actually, the award is to honor everybody in West Fork. It's not
It's
about
not for
the
me?
Master Gardeners. Well, you too.
Oh.
Because city staff make it possible for us to do the work we do. You always help us out, deliver more, all that good stuff. So the Excellence in Education, there were 18 Washington County Master Gardeners who worked on it. They put in 648 and a half volunteer hours doing it in 2023. And we had in the city 137 participants, which is approximately 6% of our population. So we were proud of that. And of course, Marie was very instrumental in it. And we're just really excited to have the partnership. And we thank everybody in West Fork. And it's also, in addition to the Northwest Arkansas Master Naturalists, it also includes community volunteers and the Good Earth Garden Club. So it takes all of us, so thank you.
Thank you, Liz.
Any questions?
Thank you.
Okay. I don't have any other comments.
You're kidding.
Hurry, before he changes his mind.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and second to adjourn. All those in favor say yes. Yes. Those opposed, no. We are adjourned.